still bullish on crypto. I'm bullish. Obviously, you know, it's way down right now. I mean, I took a hit. Everybody took a hit on crypto. You know, so crypto divides into two different categories, if you will. There's store value, which is Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin, I don't care what the maxis say, Bitcoin's worth what somebody will pay for it. You know what the maximum number of Bitcoins out there are going to be, right? 21 million. That's it, right? And that's a good thing, but you've got to have people who want to own it and hold it in order for the price to go up.
Good morning, crypto family. Hope you guys are having a great morning. As you guys hear what Mark Cuban said, he said that, of course, the market is down. Of course, cryptocurrency is going to be the next future currency. Now, at the end of the day, you guys already know a lot of these billionaires are buying these digital assets. They're not stopping nothing. They're not shaking anything. Right now, Dogelon Mars is sitting up 1.95%, as you guys see. But there's so much news I want to get into today with you guys with the whole economy. As you guys know, Vladimir Putin, he's doing away with the US dollar. But I want to play this with the IMF. The IMF has some things that's going on. And I wanted to, read this out to you. Migrant workers sent $647 billion back to their families in 2022, but they face high fees when sending money to their families. Our Back to Basics video highlights how improved remittance regulations and reduced costs could expand access to finance. So family, even though we're holding digital assets, Dogelon Mars, at the end of the day, is a currency, and you can transfer $600 to your family out there in United Kingdom or in Europe, anywhere in the world. It is currency. We are doing away with the dollar. Now stay tuned. I'm going to play this clip, family.
Hey, you're catching me at a good time. Now, there's a lot of stuff that I could spend this on. But before I do that, I'll send some of this off to my brother, who can put it to good use. You see, there are hundreds of millions of people, like me, who work outside of their home country. Because sometimes, people have to go where the opportunity is, or where the instability isn't. That often means leaving families behind and earning a living elsewhere, but still sending money home for support. These money transfers are often called remittances. Communication and financial technology make it easier than ever to send money across borders. Let me show you. You pick the amount, pick the beneficiary, make sure all the information is correct, and send. Oh, that's my brother calling. Hey Alex, I just got the cash. It's just what I needed. Now I can pay for the doctor to flick my neck and get back to work. Thanks, man. Yeah, no problem. Feel better. Thanks again. Sending money back home makes it possible for people who live in wealthier countries to help family pay for the basics: food, housing, education, and medical expenses. Remittances help reduce poverty by moving money where it can make bigger difference for the people and countries who receive it. This helps spur investment and entrepreneurship and build savings that can help promote growth and development. So while this amount may get me a dinner and a movie here, for my brother it could help cover his rent or pay for those doctor's bills. In low and middle income countries, remittances can actually make up a good portion of economic activity, even the majority. For example, Mexico's remittances exceed revenue from oil exports. In Sri Lanka, they're greater than the value of the tea trade. And Egypt's remittances are worth more than its income from the Suez Canal. And they're also an increasing portion of the global GDP. In 2022, remittances amounted to $831 billion US dollars. And that's just through official channels. So the number is probably a lot bigger. This money mainly flows into low and middle income countries where it adds up to more than foreign investments and development aid combined. One downside for those countries, though, is the cost of sending money through a service. Some charge a steep fee up to 35%. Lowering the average service charge to just 3% would mean an extra $30 billion every year for low-income and developing countries. And that's money that would be better spent on family and friends. Ah, that's my brother calling again. Hey, how are you feeling? Much better now, thanks to you. Yeah, I'm glad I could help. Say hi to everyone back home.
Now, you guys seen that. You guys seen the whole IMF. IMF is prepping. They're already dealing with digital assets. This is going to be in your face, family. This is definitely going to be in your face. Why isn't the media going over this? This is why I am telling you guys. This is why I'm also holding tons of Elon. Okay? Because I'm telling you guys right now, once this super cycle happens, there's going to be a lot of people lost. A lot of people are going to be lost. And IMF is talking about it. Now, Hong Kong plans to regulate over-the-counter virtual assets trading, family. Hong Kong launches consultation on regulatory proposals for over-the-counter virtual assets trading. Listen, it's happening. It is happening. Check this out. Hong Kong government launches a public consultation on legislative proposals to introduce a licensing regime for providers of over-the-counter trading services of virtual assets. According to the statement, consultation will last for 2 months until April 12th. Government sees a need to regulate the services as some fraud cases have shown the involvement of virtual assets over-the-counter operator. Note, Hong Kong to launch consultation on crypto OTC rules very soon. Hong Kong firm target spot Bitcoin ETF launch in first quarter. Family, like, this is all major news. And this here, check this out. This is the CBDC global overview. You see Nigeria. Okay, CBDC name, Enaria. Okay, you see China. Family, everything is happening right in front of your faces, and no one is talking about it. Nobody is talking about it. I understand that you may want to jump to all these other meme coins, but Elon has utility. It is payments. It is payments, family, and also longevity of living longer. Now, as you guys see with Russia, you got the CBDC name, digital ruble, okay? And then you see the issuance, 2024. But Nigeria already came out in 2021, family. Now, look at the USA. The CBDC name is digital dollar type retail and wholesale, but it's not specified of when it is coming out. But as you see, goals, ensure privacy, reinforce U.S. leadership in global trade. But as you guys know, Canada is right above us. They haven't came out with theirs yet. United Kingdom has not came out with theirs yet. But this is what's going to happen. When digital currency start jumping, when it start jumping, the price start jumping, that's when everything is going to come into play, family. So I want you guys to understand this here. We're going to go through a Great Depression. You guys don't want to miss out on this whole channel, because I got some stuff that I need to play for you guys so you guys can understand why we are holding digital assets.
Pandemic, you kind of saw the writing on the wall, and you went to your plan B. You moved from California to Hawaii. And we were speaking about the importance of having a plan B. So I'd love if you could just share some of that with our audience here.
Yeah, I think, this is such an unusual time. at the beginning of 2020, it's traditional that everyone in our business gives a forecast for the decade, which of course is not easy to do. But I said, the best thing I can say, just read about the 1930s Great Depression, 10 years depression, okay? But it wasn't depression for 30 years. The stock market, yes, the stock market hit the skids, went down 80-some% to the low.
Hold on. It went down 80%. You guys been seeing the cycles that has been going on for the past years. Our time is near.
Oh, but then they had a 50% rally in the Dow. So you can make money even on the long side during that time. Nothing goes in a straight line forever. Everything goes in cycles. So I said it's going to be like the 1930s. So that means we're going to have wars. We're going to have hostilities. We're going to have riots in the streets, burning cities. We're going to have droughts. We're going to have food shortages in some areas of the world, etc. So I've outlined all these things and market crashes. And so it's all has came all true in first 3 years. The last one of those items that to come true was wars. We didn't have a war, and then Ukraine started. Okay, then we had our war, and but now we're gonna have more wars because our war machine needs the money.
We're facing a period worse than the 1930s. Then
I think so.
You also wrote in a former letter that the federal government is running its largest deficit as a percentage of GDP outside of World War II. You say another great achievement.
Yeah, but that as a the debt as a percent of GDP, it's not really that important. They make too much of it because the government can print.
Right.
They used to be printing. Now it's cyber money. They just.
As you guys hear, the United States keep on printing. The value of the dollar is going to be gone. It's going to be gone, and of course, us citizens are working for the dollar. But some of the citizens are working for crypto. We use that fake money and throw it into digital assets. You are not behind, family. You're holding the greatest. If you're holding XRP, you're holding XLM, you're holding Dogelon Mars with so much coins for the low. For the low. I'm telling you guys, like Da Vinci told you guys, hey, just buy $1 worth of Bitcoin. Just buy $10 worth of Bitcoin. I'm telling you guys, hey, I'm investing into Elon. I already bought some XRP. I already bought some XLM. This is the move and this is the play. This is what's going on. I haven't even got to Vladimir Putin on that video yet. I'm giving you guys information so you guys can be awoke of knowing what is happening.
Inflation or deflation, and of course hyperinflation would be more towards inflation, even though inflation and deflation are really both connected in terms that they destroy the currency, they destroy the currency. One, hyperinflation destroys the currency and the value thereof, and deflation destroys currency but not its value. Before I start though, and you're still seeing dollars circulate, yes, prices have gone up, that's the inflation, but if you look at the major powers of the world that are not aligned with the United States, like China, Russia, Brazil, India, South Africa, and now Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, all those countries and many others are losing faith and confidence in the dollar, and that's why they're starting to trade amongst each other in their own currencies. Are their currencies any better than the dollar? No, but at least it gives them independence and sovereignty, because the United States, of course, has been abusing its privilege of having the major reserve currency by imposing sanctions, by confiscating reserves of other countries, by other things as well, like laws that are, national laws in the U.S. that are imposed extraterritorially on businesses from other countries. So these countries are losing faith and confidence, and they're leaving the dollar. And I said, yes, their currencies are not any better, but one thing that they're doing, though, that I think will protect them is that they've been buying a lot of gold, not just in the last 2 years. Them is that they've been buying a lot of gold, not just in the last 2 years, like 22, 2023, we've seen record buying of gold by these countries, but also even before. So they have a base of gold, and I think they're prepared for it. So I think we're seeing already the hyperinflation of the dollar internationally, and the next step will be domestically valued. That's what hyperinflation is, and it's usually also related to war and to faith and confidence in the institutions that are supposed to keep the state and the country going. And I don't have to tell you, I'm not in the U.S., but I'm in the UK, and the same thing is happening here. But faith and confidence in our politicians, our institutions, are lower than I've ever seen in my 59 years that I've been on this planet. And I think the same thing can be said for the US, and the same thing could have been said about Germany right after World War I. So they had a war, major war, which they lost. And then the emperor abdicated. They probably wouldn't have had the hyperinflation. So what I'm saying here, I don't think there's any other path or destination than hyperinflation. But unfortunately, along the way, we could have a major war. Alex Jones thinks that...
Family. When I say hyperinflation, it's happening. When I tell you guys that the super cycle is going to come, once it comes, you guys got to be prepared. What are you guys going to do? How are you guys going to prepare yourselves for this economic crash? The war is already happening. The wars is already happening. What are you doing today? Family, it's just so much. It's so much that's going on, man. And I want you guys to pay attention. This is what's happening right now as we speak. Right now. And that's why I'm so bullish on Dogelon Mars. Now, as you guys see, Shiba Inu is trending. Of course, it's trending. But don't forget, Shiba Inu and Dogelon Mars was both sent out. They were both sent out to help people in the eastern countries. Don't forget about that. Please don't forget about that. But family, this is all the news I got for right now. I have to get ready for work. I appreciate you guys. There's going to be more videos coming soon. It's just, fam, I just want you guys to be awoke. I want you guys to see what's really happening. We are the new 0.1%ers. We are the next multimillionaires and billionaires into this crypto space. And we are not going anywhere. I'm forever going to be bullish on Dogelon Mars. Now, shout out to Lil Hat, as you guys see right here. Phase 3 is now complete. Check your wallets. 650 million Elon has been dropped to each participant. Now, regarding with this is when Dogelon Mars that's like when they're doing their phase. See? February 1st, announcing Dogelon Mars expansion to Solana Phase 3 airdrop. You guys may not know, Solana is huge. It's huge. It's definitely huge. Now, before I go, I need to play that clip with Vladimir Putin. And you guys are going to have to hear, before I read it, he says, Vladimir Putin says the U.S. government is killing the dollar, U.S. dollar, with their own hands. Many countries, including major oil producers, are accepting payments for oil in Chinese yuan. In Chinese yuan. Currency is going to blow. Family, we are here and we ain't going nowhere. We're not going nowhere. Most traded highlight projects that haven't been listed on Binance yet. As you guys see these tokens right here. Elon 53 million. 53 million in 5th place. Hey family, we're coming. We're definitely coming and we are here. We are here for this new moment.
Whether you love them or hate them, this was the beginning of the greatest transformation of wealth the world has ever fucking seen since World War II. See, I know what he was going to do. I know what he's going to do now, and he hasn't even got started. Now, what are you going to tell your kids and your grandkids 25 years from now when they say, "Gee, Daddy, gee, Grandpa, what were you doing other than having your thumb up your big fucking ass during the greatest transformation of wealth in the history of the world? What were you fucking doing?" Fuck all, nothing. That's what most of you will tell them, your grandchildren and your children. It's never going to get any better than this, kids. This is the, as I said on YouTube, the eye of the perfect motherfucking storm. This is it. I never thought I'd live to see it again. This is going to make the 80s look like a nursery rhyme, which I praise Allah, praise Buddha, praise God. I participated in slashing and raping everybody in the 80s, legally. This is going to make that look like a fucking nursery rhyme. And what are you going to tell your kids? Oh, I had to spreadsheet it. I had to think about it. I had to read another book on M&A, you fucking morons. Did I answer your question?